Dear Nevernotes, now that you're a world-renowned YouTuber with 63 subscribers, I've always wondered, how did you cut back on expenses when times were tough? Sincerely, your number one biggest fan, and former President of the United States, Barack Obama. Great question, and I'm glad you asked. You know, my life hasn't always been knockoff Ludwig haircuts and $6 t-shirts. No, there have been times where it's been rough. And in those times, I've tried to live my life by the 4 R's. That's right, reuse, reduce, and recycle. And probably the most important one, remember that if it's abandoned, then everything inside is up for grabs. Whether it's a haunted house or a murder house, you can find pretty much everything you need. Things such as a 5-piece bedroom set. I think it's 5 pieces, I'm not sure how to count a bedroom set. Does the haunted lamp count? I'm not sure. By the way, this looks like a statue of Jesus back here. You think you wouldn't abandon Jesus when you left. You can find all kinds of things in places like this. Shower curtain hooks, curtain rods, hibachi grill sets, that little springy stick thing you use to hold toilet paper rolls. Heck, one time I even found myself some slightly used Murder Mansion mayonnaise. It was a good day. So save yourself a couple of dollars. Reduce, reuse, recycle, and as always, remember to choose something out of the Dahmer collection. The planet will thank you for it. It's always nice when I'm able to help out my YouTube community. Speaking of helping out, today's video is brought to you by a new one, SlappedHam. Now, I've heard of SlappedHam before, and I think I've seen a couple of his videos, but today we're going to be watching frightening footage that needs explaining. As usual, I'll be leaving a link to the video in the description below. Be sure to go over there, give him a like, and a subscribe. But without further ado, let's get in the mix. What? This is the beginning, isn't it? Okay. Oh my god.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is SlappedHam.
Hey,
Today
Callan.
we're looking at some scary videos that are starting to spook the internet. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more freaky content.
Done and done.
Just like this. Trail cam footage often evokes an eerie atmosphere, primarily because it captures unguarded moments in remote and isolated locations. These cameras are designed to operate in the absence of human presence, documenting wildlife and other happenings in their natural state. Consequently, when these cameras unexpectedly record unusual or inexplicable occurrences, the resulting images or videos can provoke an unsettling feeling. This creepy image was posted to Reddit by user Jacob James 12. There appears to be a woman wearing a long dress with dark hair walking among the trees. An enhanced version of the image reveals the figure in more detail.
Okay, so it looks like if the trail cam is correct, this is at like 5:25 either AM or in the afternoon. If it's 37, I would say it's probably the afternoon. I'm not positive though. Well, no, 37 Fahrenheit, not Celsius. It's 3 Celsius. Okay, so this might be in the morning. That being said, if you're not aware, homeless people do live in the woods. A lot of them, especially around cities or whatnot. I don't know how far out this guy is or this family or whatever, but right now I'm thinking homeless person.
Face looks to have dark, sunken features. The poster claims that the photo was captured on a trail camera somewhere in Washington state, 1 mile deep into the forest. The timestamp indicates that it was 5:25 AM, and the poster adds that at that time of day, the forest floor is in complete darkness. Washington state's forests are teeming with eerie tales. One commenter recounted their experience while trekking the Iron Goat Trail, a former Great Northern Railway route. They allegedly heard an odd whistling sound coming from the woods, believed to be the ghost of a train conductor who died in a 1910 avalanche that swept several trains down the mountainside. The train incident claimed the lives of 96 people, including 35 passengers, 58 Great Northern employees on board the trains, and 3 railroad workers at the depot. Another ghostly tale comes from an area known as Ape Canyon, a rugged and remote area located on the south side of Mount St. Helens in the Gifford-Pinchot National Park. According to legend, the area is haunted by the ghosts of miners who were attacked by Bigfoot in 1924. The miners claimed that they were terrorized by the cryptid for several days, and that some of them didn't survive the attack. Since then, visitors to the area have reported seeing ghostly figures and hearing strange noises.
Okay, so a couple of things real quick. We'll get back to the video. Number one, the first picture with the lady. Do I think that it's a ghost or something of that nature? Probably not, though. I find it interesting that if they're saying that it's in complete darkness at that particular time of day, it didn't look like she was carrying a flashlight. That can be really dangerous. So maybe it's lost. Maybe she's lost in the woods. That's possible too. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a ghost. The train thing, maybe. I never say it's not paranormal. Maybe it's wind blowing through the trees, or something of that nature might make a whistling sound. But I'm not sure. I'd need to know more about that. Now, this one, the one with the miners and the Bigfoot, I recently watched a documentary, and I'm sure it's here on YouTube somewhere, where there was a story about people being attacked by Bigfoot, and it was a story that made the rounds through the woods, and eventually somebody actually did an investigation. Someone might have to put a link down in the description below or something. But what it ended up being was a story that was created by if I'm correct, like a sort of drug cartel and drug runners and motorcycle gangs in order to scare people off so that they wouldn't talk about certain things or to cover up crimes and whatnot. They would use these stories. But I'm not entirely sure. But this is pretty good. I'd like to know a little bit more about the Bigfoot one again, because I'm interested now. I like it. Bigfoot.
Some even claim to have seen the ghostly figure of Bigfoot himself. So could this trail camera have captured evidence of yet another ghost roaming the forests of Washington state? Let me know what you think this is in the comments down below.
Pretty good. Good start. Had a lot of info to share.
Exciting news, our brand new merch drop is finally here, and it's kawaii and creepy. It's full of adorable little creeps like this
ghost,
a zombie eating frozen yogurt,
what?
and a vampire wailing on a thick shake.
Oh
Plus,
yeah, this is gonna
more
happen
in the store.
This is gonna happen.
Head to our merch store now to get the full range. They're also available in the
Never
YouTube
Known's
merch
ghost
shelf just below the player there. Also, let us know in the comments down below which is your favorite character.
Oh,
So get in quick, because this kawaii and creepy collection won't be around forever.
Oh, dude, we got to get in the mix on that. We got to.
In 2002, while conducting a remotely operated vehicle expedition off the coast of San...
Wow, that made it to the... Or is this a different submarine that went lost or something? Let's find out.
Rico, Japan, the Japan Agency for Marine Earth Science and Technology, or JAMSTech for short, had a routine encounter with a squid. However, as they reviewed the footage later, they noticed something much more unusual passing by in the background. Take a look.
What?
In the footage, which was captured at a depth of around 420 meters, we see a squid peacefully floating in the darkness. When suddenly, a fast-moving object streaks past.
Is that a USO?
It's been suggested that the unidentified submerged object might be some sort of high-speed marine animal, or even a drone.
That's fast, though.
However, neither of these theories have been officially confirmed.
How big's that squid?
The ocean's vastness is truly awe-inspiring, covering over 70% of the Earth's surface and harboring unfathomable depths that remain largely unexplored. This immense expanse holds countless mysteries, with its seemingly boundless domain offering a breeding ground for inexplicable phenomena. From bizarre marine creatures to peculiar underwater formations, these intriguing discoveries serve as a constant reminder of the endless secrets that the ocean continues to conceal, leaving us yearning to unravel the mysteries of its uncharted territories.
That's great. I think that that's really good. Something moving that, because it's not just that it's moving fast, right? It's that it's moving fast at those depths with that pressure. That's impressive. So... could it be a lighting issue or something? Maybe. Like somebody took a flashlight or something across, but I don't know, man. Like, how big's that squid? What kind of size are we looking at? I got questions. Get on it. Get on it, Slappy. He's gonna get it. Don't worry about that.
St. Augustine, Florida, with its well-preserved Spanish colonial architecture and cobblestone streets, is a city with a dark and mysterious past. Founded in 1565, it's the oldest continuously inhabited European established settlement in the continental United States. However, the city is also known for its alleged ghostly hauntings, paranormal activity, and unexplained occurrences. Visitors to St. Augustine have reported feeling a sense of unease while exploring historic sites like the Castillo de San Marcos and the Litna Museum. Many believe that the city's past has left behind residual energy and spirits, and that the ghosts of St. Augustine still linger in the shadows, waiting to be discovered by the unwary traveller. Whether fact or fiction, the tales of St. Augustine's haunted past add an eerie and chilling dimension to the city's history.
Okay.
This photo, posted to Reddit by user Orwo, potentially adds to the city's paranormal legacy. It shows what the poster believes to be the apparition of a woman. Captured during a ghost tour, the poster claims that they didn't notice it until they uploaded their pictures onto their PC.
Is that a statue?
At first, they thought the figure might have been an illusion caused by the lighting, yet they've been back many times since and have never seen it again. After viewing the photo, one commenter shared an eerie experience that they had in St. Augustine. They claim to have seen the full-bodied apparition of a bishop that supposedly haunts the church's graveyard. The bishop allegedly walked past them without uttering a single word. Eagerly, the commenter ran to the door to ask if they could take a look inside the church. However, when they entered the building, the bishop was nowhere to be seen. A different commenter shared an experience of having their hair tugged while touring the St. Augustine jail.
I always think of that meme with that guy that like disappears with the sign, with the pizza. He's just he's out whenever people talk like that. Like, I'm out. Peace.
Countered that, upon passing through a doorway, their ponytail seemed to float sideways, suspended in mid-air, as though grasped by an unseen presence. Given its extensive past, it's hardly surprising that numerous accounts of supernatural experiences are associated with the city of St. Augustine, Florida. But does this photo genuinely depict a spectral presence? At present, all we can do is speculate.
I think it's a great picture, and it can show that there is some type of reflection or something happening. I'm not quite sure it's a ghost or a phantom. But it's definitely worth keeping on the books just in case, because this looks like maybe a lighting type glare issue. But could be, huh? Just kind of hanging out up there. It's probably a good view at least. I mean, if you got to spend eternity somewhere, it might be nice to have a good view somewhere.
La Llorona, chilling an iconic figure in Latin American folklore, has haunted the imagination of generations with her eerie tale.
Heard it.
Stemming from a tragic narrative, La Llorona, or the Weeping Woman, is said to be the ghost of a woman who, in a fit of jealousy and despair, drowned her own children in a river. Overwhelmed with grief and remorse, she's now cursed to wander the earth, searching for her lost children and crying out for them in the darkness. The legend has evolved over time, with various interpretations and origins spanning across Mexico and Central America. But one common thread remains.
The white dress.
Piercing wails serve as a chilling reminder of the pain and suffering she endures. This video was uploaded to Reddit by user Drus94508 Legend. They claim that it was captured by a friend of theirs who believes it shows La Llorona. In it, we can see a shadowy figure that appears to be wearing a long white dress. It wanders beneath the streetlight, barely visible in the darkness.
It's always a white dress. Always a white dress.
Initially, the figure seems to have disturbed some neighborhood dogs that can be heard barking in the background. Soon, however, an eerie wail begins to pierce the night air. So could this really be the legend of La Llorona crying out for her long-lost children? Watch and listen again and decide for yourself.
Here's a question. What happens if she catches you? Like, I don't know that part of the story. Like, if you're just kind of like going down, like you just left the bar, you're not really paying attention, you're walking home and you hear people crying and stuff, and you're just like, oh, it's just bar stuff. People cry at bars all the time. And then she gets you. She grabs you. Like, what happens then? Does she try to drown you like the kids? Does she just ask you, like, where are my kids? Like, she Harrison Fords it? Like, get off my plane kind of thing. Like, what happens? Let me know in the comments if you want.
This next clip, uploaded to Instagram by Paranormal, has captured a rather creepy and visceral sight. Take a look.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Like a scene straight out of the 2007 film Ghost Rider, a flaming bike can be seen slowly going around in circles. As it does, it leaves a trail of fire in its wake.
That thing's gonna blow, man.
One cluey viewer noted that this unlikely event might have been caused by a starter wire grounding out while the bike was already in first gear. Regardless of the reason, a flaming riderless motorcycle is not something you see every day, and while it's almost certainly got nothing to do with the paranormal, it still makes for a rather creepy video.
Where's the fire department? They're probably the ones doing the video. Get this on TikTok!
Imagine witnessing some possible paranormal activity while no one else is around. It seems that might have been the case for Reddit user CreepyClimate6048, who uploaded this strange piece of footage to the platform. Take a look. In the clip, we see 3 large freestanding fans. However, the blades of only one are moving. The situation's made even more strange when the camera holder shows that the fan isn't actually switched on or even plugged in. Normally, in this case, one might assume that a breeze is responsible for the movement of the fan's blades.
Yeah.
Yet, in this case, the 2 other fans remain perfectly still.
Well, it's an
The
angle
uploader
issue.
suggests that what we're witnessing might be a glitch in the Matrix. However, others think it could be the work of a ghost. Fortunately, without further information, the reason for the spinning fan blades will have to remain a mystery, at least for the time being.
Boy, that's gotta be the least threatening ghost deal I've ever seen. Like, we got him now. We got him now. Look, he's shaking in his boots. We got him. I better stop doing that. Somebody's gonna make a meme out of that.
Before we take a look at a fascinating and enduring alien mystery from 1992, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and mysterious videos.
Yeah.
In the winter of 1992, an individual in Montreal, Quebec, Canada is said to have been
Hey! That's where I'm at.
shown photos of an alleged extraterrestrial biological entity, or EBE, by
You got
an
it.
acquaintance.
By the way, real quick, I've studied UFOs and everything for decades. I went deep in the rabbit hole. And I know that there's a new whistleblower and all that. I might talk about that later on, but let me suffice to say, I'm not super excited. I don't think people should be super duper excited about this guy. But yeah, there you go. I've studied UFOs for a long time, and I do believe that they're real.
The EBE was supposedly discovered by a snowmobiler in a field or wooded area not far from the road. When questioned further, the acquaintance revealed that the images belonged to their cousin, who was from the Red River area in L'Annonciation, Quebec. The witnesses were supposedly unsure of what to do with the body, so they left it at the site overnight, only to find that it was gone the next day. The photos were later shown to ufologist Claude McDuff, who discouraged the individual from pursuing the matter further. Despite the warning, the individual eventually shared the photos in his YouTube video, seen here posted to the platform by Strange Videos. The footage has since garnered hundreds of thousands of views.
Well, let's see it.
The release of the video prompted diverse responses as some delved into analysing the figure's anatomical structure, positing that its atypical proportions could potentially indicate a non-human origin.
Okay, this doesn't...
Enthusiasm for the photos diminished over time, but in 2017, a video allegedly originating from the dark web surfaced, purporting to depict the capture of an extraterrestrial in Switzerland. This development reignited interest in the 1992 incident. To this day, the Red River EBE mystery remains unsolved, with numerous theories and explanations offered, but no definitive conclusion.
Okay, so this one doesn't look entirely familiar to me. I know I just said I studied this for decades, but this one doesn't look entirely familiar with me, but it kind of does. And I thought I heard something to the effect is that they found out it was like made of bread. I know that sounds weird for me to say that, but I heard something like it wasn't like the body was made out of something that was basically like you were able to manipulate it a little bit. But like it was baked. I don't know. I know it sounds funny, but I don't know because there wasn't enough information on this. There was just like he said, this video and I think a couple of pictures and that's it. They didn't get any DNA or anything like that. So
interestingly, it's been noted that the photos bear a striking resemblance to the cover image of a 1990 novel by French ufologist Jimmy Go. The novel is structured around a series of thrilling events as documented by a group of informants, primarily located in the United States. The image of the EBE featured on the book's cover is said to be a composite representation drawn from multiple eyewitness accounts. Despite continued speculation and investigation, the true origin of the EBE and the events surrounding its discovery remain shrouded in uncertainty.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I think it's really cool. But I don't know what else to say other than, you know, it could be fake. And if I hate to say that, because if these guys think that it's real and they'll go to their deathbed saying that it's real, that's fine. But there's nothing really there unless they got something else. And if they were moving it around and manipulating it, maybe they still have a glove somewhere with some of the cells on it or something. If it has cells, I don't know. But it looks cool. It definitely looks cool.
Now, if you can't get enough of the
there
old
we go.
SlappedHam, then don't worry.
Well, there you go. Good start. First time with SlappedHam. I enjoyed it. A lot of stuff that's might have been real, but probably not real. I'm not quite sure. You know, I wasn't there though, so it's always a possibility that it could be real. Like I said before, I'll be leaving a link to the video in the description below. Go over there, give him a like, give him a subscribe, say thank you, say hey. By the way, give Neverknowns a shout out. Anyways, until next time, I'll see ya when I see ya. So see ya.